Obey. Drop.
Mafia, everybody. Hope we're having a fantastic November so far. This is your main guy, Papa Wolf Olokun Fumiola, checking in once again. Well, I hope you enjoyed the small snippets of my previous voyage to Franklin, North Carolina. Great endeavor, great venture to a new region of the Americas. What you're looking at is Highland, North Carolina, Dry Falls. Beautiful, beautiful location. Definitely purification that took place. Enjoyed the time there. But this is your reading from Dry Falls. So let's get right into it. First card up is the Nine of Swords. And the Nine of Swords speaks of fear as a guide to maturity. What do we fear? What do we harper on that is holding us back? What is causing us confusion? What is causing us misfortune in life? What can we do to bring about balance to ourselves? This is what the Nine of Swords always indicates. It indicates that there's something in us that needs to be corrected in order for us to move forward. Simply enough. It's time for us to wake up. Wake up and move forward. Put it into any type of disheartenment that has taken place. We get stuck in our own ways, in our own. We get in the way of ourselves sometimes. So this card speaks of getting out the way, and being able to center ourselves. Every time you avoid dealing with ourselves, we only make the situation. So the next card that we have is Ten of Wands. This speaks of some type of disagreement in your paternal side of your family, your paternal lineage, bloodline. There is some type of conflict of interest going on, maybe with your maternal side, maybe with the energies that you work with, but there should be attention to detail and appeasement that goes along with your paternal side of your family. Diving into more up close and personal work to bring about balance, to bring about upliftment, liberation, elevation of those ones that have come before you. We're talking about your father's side of the family. It's very important that we take this time to dive into that. And from an African's experience here in America, there's always disconnect that takes place amongst our father's side in some shape or fashion due to the dynamic and broken family structure that we endure here in the States. So this is the time now to bring about balance on that paternal side of the family. And to always, by dealing with those before you, you only bring about success for yourself in professional life, in your entrepreneurship. Now, the next card that we have is One of Swords, and this one is interesting because this is a card of oneness. This is something that should be self-reflective when we look at anything regards to one. Now, with this card, this speaks of weakness of will, giving up on self, giving up on our goals, conforming instead of having integrity, subsiding or demoralizing ourselves to societal norms, to the pressures, to illusion type obligations, things that seem real but aren't real, or things that should not be stressed about but we stress upon those things. This is what this card speaks of: restlessness, subjective thinking, subjective being direct attacks upon ourselves, and looking at the glass half empty, creating our own disgruntlement in our present life. Instead of the possibilities, we see the limitations of what can be done, and that's just a mere illusion. It's a change of mind, change the concept, bringing forth more of seeing what could happen, the could effect instead of the can't effect. Think about it. The next card that we have is an Eight of Swords. And so this is being quick as a whip, being able to adapt and understand your current situation, and adjusting, making the necessary adjustments in order to progress. I was about to say survive, but I don't like survival. We come out of survival mentality, something that was also embedded in us, and it's just this kind of a repeated message because these are generational traumas that we're speaking about at this time. So, with that, it is important that we take this time to learn adaptability, to learn to be improv, be quick on our feet, being able to adjust to what is going on around us, not getting stuck in our ways, still being concrete in our beliefs. It's like a bend but don't break type thing, but at the same time, being able to learn to adapt. Don't be concrete in your view on things, because there's always multiple perspectives, and with that, you may not be able to see clearly from your present position if you don't adjust yourself to see the full spectrum of what's going around. So just have a higher level of observation of what you're doing. Pay attention to the signs. Now, the last card is the inner card, or self-reflective card, or what's going on within ourselves. We have Two of Swords. So we all have conflicts of interest within ourselves. We always are having mental warfare, things of that nature, conflicting thoughts, conflicting ideas. Should I say this? Shouldn't I say this? Should I do this? Shouldn't I do this? Playing on our consciousness, consciousness. And so this card speaks about finding a bridge between these differences within ourselves, and understanding them better, finding to bring about harmony, bring about peace within ourselves, clarity, bringing clarity to our most treacherous episodes, to our most treacherous ordeals, our current position, in the midst of seeing hopelessness, finding clarity, finding some type of peace, because our differences our conflicts of interest within ourselves can eat us up to a point to where it can be harmful. Well, it can't. It's not even can. It will be harmful. So this card is simply just bringing about a balance, bringing about oneness of the different things that brew inside of us, making concrete decisions and moving forward with that in order to bring about peace. This is your guy, Papa Wolf for Lacun Fumiola. I hope that y'all enjoyed this little quick fix. Be looking forward to more videos on the way. I'm checking in, checking out. Adabo. Peace and love.